Nosebleed Cinema.
Standing here with a new but old friend and familiar face who came in from LA to watch this bout. Your thoughts about this bout, Dennis' performance tonight?
Well, I thought it was excellent. Again, Boom Boom's a big hitter. You got to understand, this guy was 19-0 with all first or second round knockouts. So obviously, he's a big hitter, and he showed it tonight. Dennis just puts too much pressure on anyone.
You love Bob Wall and all he does for martial arts, man. He's an amazing individual. Mentioning amazing individuals, Mark DeKaiser is probably one of the greatest fighters that I've been in the ring with, bar none. He's just an amazing athlete. Here he gets kind of caught off guard, I think, with the first contact punch. It's hard to come back from that. Get slammed, it's hard to come back from that. But great fight, one of the best fights ever, I think, that we had on film. We're still browsing. We're still browsing the archives to look for films, but you can see he does not give up no matter what. He throws in some amazing combinations. He's trying to escape. I'm ambidextrous as a fighter, so I go from southpaw to organized classics, traditional fighting, and kung fu. My boxing skills, everyone was claiming they were professionally accomplished. Not a bit of truth to that. Just kung fu, good kung fu, man. It's Jinsu Kwan, karate, kung fu, training, fighting. That's what puts the skill sets together. Look at this, man. I mean, it's solid, right on the jaw. Tilts your head over every time they hit you with these. These are bell ringers, man. Look at him just time it. He sticks his left jab out there, holds it, and then just bam. An amazing fighter. We both missed our cross. Look, he gets it again. This almost laced me. And so just you're going to get a little more respect, and you're going to dip in a little bit, try to test the waters. Mark DeKaiser. Yeah, thunder. Beautiful techniques, man. Well, enjoy. These are all pre-80s or 80s. Yeah, this is an 80s film. I think early 80s. Clash of the Titans. Two big schools going at each other. I was just being held as the TKI heavyweight champion. That's Texas Karate Institute, Texans Karate Club. Back in the early 70s, those were the clubs that we chose when we moved to Dallas and from Houston. Travis Everett was our first kickboxing coach back in '74, and that was in Houston, Texas. Paul Tsai was our Hungar master, and so here we are. This is just back in the, I think, in the 80s. So enjoy. Of course, this was Dean McCann, and he was out of the Tony Lopez kickboxing stable. We were all working for that fine example of heavyweight title, kickboxing, championships, etc. This was that fight, and I was grateful to have participated. The real fun part of these, this was, I believe it was held in a Holiday Inn, and I think Coors Light or Bud Light sponsored it, so there was a lot of gifts and free stuff for us guys that were in the title department of the WKA, the commissioned fighters and everything. But it's so interesting to remember. Of course, my brother was always with me in all my fights. He was my coach, trainer, with Walt Mason being my mentor and fight manager and trainer. But Dean McCann was a very tough guy. He had really put on a great effort. I don't think he expected what was going to happen. Jinsu Kwan. course, Steve Stinnett was there filming every one of my fights, and remains a loyal and dedicated brother and friend. Love him to pieces. He's there. You can always hear him cheering us on, and always help motivate and inspire, doing what it took to get the fight team organized and there and back, transportation. It's a very tough guy. Love you, Steve Stinnett, wherever you are, brother. Good stuff. Conversation, we had jumped up in weight to super heavyweight, and were honored to be in the ring with Grandmaster Roy Curbin, and one of the legends of our times. And of course, this iron worker was very tough. He had been a bare knuckle fighter, and was claimed to have knocked a lot of guys out with just one blow. He was about 325, and I climbed up to 270, I believe, almost 268, and was hard holding the weight. George Minshew was announcing, and of course my friend and mentor Walt Mason was there. Very tough fighter, the 20-year iron worker, and like I said, worked in the shipping yards. Very famous for his knockouts. Those little hammers just hit you one time, right? But very exciting times. We were at South Fork Ranch. The old JR and all that stuff was being played in that particular time. This was early 80s, I believe. Super heavyweight titles were rare to come by, and I was very grateful that Walt navigated me into another super heavyweight title through the WKA and other established organizations to get me in there. GM Roy Curbin, of course, is probably one of the best examples you can find in martial artists, karate leaders, and just a true world champion. And I just respected him highly. Anyway, enjoy some of these techniques. These big pit bulls like this that are 300 pounds and they're coming at you, you really do have to chop the tree down. I just get excited when I see some of this, because they can hurt you. Just one of those hammers swinging full blast can knock your head off. So you really have to prepare yourself. I train differently. I think that, but here you go. Enjoy. I'll stop talking and enjoy some of these techniques to keep these monsters at bay. And enjoy your martial arts, man. I do. Every day. And just want to thank everyone, of course, for watching Nosebleed Cinema and Kicking Bear Productions. Thank you. You know, we're just so grateful to have been at this event and participated. The honor really was that the greatest fighter of all time, Billy Jack Jackson, was reffing the fight. And of course, all my family and friends were in the attendance and in the audience, and had my friend and mentor Walt Mason in my corner, along with great Grandmaster Phil Wildman also in my corner. Great event and astounding memories. One of the toughest events, we were filming off a tank, but in an armory. But this a short part of the film, and it wasn't all the film. Mr. Gary Ramsey there was a military warrior and fought his heart out. These were very exciting times for kickboxing. Everybody enjoyed it. We were filling up arenas with our kickboxing events. Here you'll see a warning from Grandmaster Phil Wildman, and he goes to swipe the gloves for Scott Cowboy Phillips. And what a tough hombre. I never could knock him down or knock him out, but he sure was a tough guy. I'd love to have gone full 5 rounds with him. Anyway, it's a great memory point, and good kickboxing back in the 80s. Bobby Stovall over there in the corner was also an amazing warrior and pit bull fighter. Always gave great advice. I always wanted to thank Bobby Stovall for his undying devotion to martial arts, and martial arts has always been a great way of life for us. So keep kicking, keep punching, chop those trees down. Like Chin Suk Kog Kwan was such a benefit to our lives. Thank you so much. Barry, you're out of time. Thank you very much.